This is question number 1, and you are told what is 2,006,409 in numerals. So what you do in this question is, okay, you are told 2 million. So you know 2 million, we write it like that. Those are 2 million. You can put your comma there. 6,000. So 6,000, you put it here at 6,000. 400, that's 400, and 9, so you put 9 there, and you can add all of them. So this is 0, 0, 0, you get 9, the 0, 0, 0, you get 0, 0, 0, plus 4, you get 4, then you have a comma, 0 plus 6 is 6, then you have, this is 0, this is 0, and this is 2. You put your comma there. So that means this is 2, 0, 0, 6, 4, 0, 9. And you can put your comma there. So you get what? So if you check from the answers, this is the correct answer. That is the correct answer. So you shade the correct answer on your answer sheet. Question number 2, we are told which one of the following statement is correct. So A, we have a half less than 0.5. So for you to, this can be confusing. So what you need to do is to write, if it is fraction, you write as a fraction. If it is in decimal, you write in decimal. So we have the first one. The first one is a half is less than 0.5 is the same as a half, or 5, we can say it is 5 over 10. If you write it in decimal, you can cancel by 5 is 2, by 5 is 1, so it's the same as a half. So you can see here that a half is not less than a half, they are equal, so that statement is not correct. We come to the second one. These are fractions. So for us to be able to get to understand whether the statement is correct, you write the fractions under common LCM. LCM of 5 and 8 is 40. So if you say divide by 40, 40 divided by 5 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. Is greater than 40 divided by 8 is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. So you have 25 divided by 40. You remember how you convert equivalent fractions. This you can multiply by 100. If you multiply 0.63 by 100, it will be 63. Is less than 36. So you can see this statement 24 over 40 is not greater than 25 over 40. So you eliminate that answer. 63 is not less than 36. It is greater than 36. So you eliminate that answer. We come to the last one. 1 over 5. 1 over 5 is the same as 2 over 10, because when you simplify, you get 1 over 5. So you can say 2 over 10 is greater than 1 over 10. That is correct, and therefore that is the correct answer. So that is how you approach that question. Eliminate one answer after the other, and by the end of the process, you'll be able to get the correct statement. Question number 3, we are told what is the difference between the total values of the digits in the thousands and hundreds position in the numbers. This is 7,000 and 89,240. So what you need to do is to identify the thousands and hundreds position. So our number is 7, 8, 9. This is 240. So for 0, this is unit, this is tenth, this is hundred. So it means that our number that is in the position of 100 is 200. Then 1,000, we have 9. So this means we have 9,000. So when you subtract, the word difference means you subtract. So you get 0, you get 0. You borrow 1 here. So you take here, you get 10, so you get 8, and here you'll be left with 8. So your answer is, you get, it is 8800, and from the answers given, that is the correct answer. So you shade off that answer on your markings answer sheet. Question number 4, we are told what is the value of inside the bracket 49,365 minus 9,000 divided by 3 plus 1,035 close the bracket minus 1,250 multiplied by 4. So what you do here, we apply what we call BODMAS. And BODMAS means bracket, you start with the values that are inside the bracket, if there are any in your expression, of, if there is of, then we have division, if there is division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So that is what the BODMAS means. So you can see in our expression we have the bracket. So inside the bracket we still apply the BODMAS rule. If you don't apply the BODMAS rule, you will not get the correct value. So inside the bracket, we can see we have bracket of, we don't have of, we have division. So we start by dividing 9,000 by 3, which you get 3,000. So our expression will be 49,365. Then you minus, when you divide 9,000 by 3, you get 3,000. Then you have plus 1,035. You close the bracket. Then we have minus 1,250. You multiply by 4. So that is what you get. Now again, we apply the BODMAS. So we go to, from division, we don't have multiplication, so we go to addition. So we are going to add this value and that value. So what you do is you write 49,365. You add to 1,035. So here you get 5 plus 5 is 0. Is 10, you get 1. So 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 3 is 10. So you get 0, you carry 1. 1 plus 3, you get 4. Then with 9 plus 1, you get 10. So you carry 1. And 4 plus 1, you get 5. So here you get that, and because the next value is a subtraction inside the bracket, you can just subtract 3,000 from this value, and you'll be able to get 0, 0. 4 minus 0 is 0. This will give you 10. You borrow 1 here, so you get 10 minus 3 is 7. And here you will be left with 47. So what it means is that inside the bracket you have ended up with the value 47,400, and then we say it is minus 12,250. You multiply by 4. We still follow the rule of BODMAS. We have worked out the bracket. We don't have of. Now we don't have division, but we have multiplication. So we will now multiply. You multiply 1,250. You multiply by 4, and that will give you 0 times 4 is 0. 5 times 4 is 20. So you get 0. You carry 2. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 2. You get 10, and then 1 times 4, you get 4, you add 1, you get 5. So that is 5,000. So this means that 47,400, you minus 5,000, and we can do it here. So we minus 5,000 here. When you minus 5,000, you will be able to get 0 minus 0 is 0. We have 0, we have 4, here we have 2, we have 4. So our answer is 42,400. And if you check from your answer, B is the correct answer. So you shade your correct answer as B. Question number 5. A farmer had 280 chickens. He sold 5/7 of the chicken on the first day and sold 1/5 of the remainder the following day. How many chickens were sold? So what you do here is, because the first day the farmer sold 5/7, so you say, what is 5/7 of 280? So you say 5/7, you multiply by 280. You can divide by 7, you get 1. By 7, you get 4 and 0. So this means that when you multiply 5 times 40, this is 200. So out of 280, it means that the farmer was left with 80. So 280 minus 200, you get that. The second day, the farmer sold 1/5, so you get 1/5 of 80. So it is 1/5. You multiply by 80. Here you can simplify. By 5 you get 1. By 5 you get 1. Remainder 3. So 30 you get 6. So it means the second day he was able to sell 16. So the total number will be 200 chickens that sold the first day. You add to 16, and that should give you 216. And when you come to your answer, you will find that C is the correct answer. So you shade that answer. Question number 6. What is the next number in the pattern? 1, 3, 9, 2, 27, and 81. So a pattern is formed by following a certain rule. So maybe you can find a pattern whereby a certain value is added. Maybe the terms are multiplied by a certain value, or they are divided by a certain value. So the most important thing is, first of all, to understand the rule that is being followed. Then that way it will be easy for you to answer the question. So if you look at our pattern here, we have 1, we have 3, we have 9. If you multiply 1 times 3, you get 3. If you multiply 3 times 3, you get 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times 3, you get 81. So the next number, it means it is 81. You multiply by 3, and that will be 1 times 3 is 3. This is 8 times 3, that will be 24. So it is 243. Very simple. Your answer is D, and you shade that. But the most important thing is to understand the pattern. Once you understand the pattern, then getting the next term or the next two terms becomes very easy. Question number 7. A trader bought 21,798 bags of maize in the first week. In the second week, he bought 2,476 bags less than what he had bought in the first week. In the third week, he bought 542 bags more than he had bought in the first week. How many bags of maize did he buy altogether? So we can say first week, the trader bought 21,798 bags. In the second week, he bought 2,476 less. So what you do is you subtract from 21,798, subtract 2,476, and when you subtract that, here you get it is 2, this is 2, this is 3, you get this is 9, and this is 1. So it means the second week, second week, the trader bought 19,322. Then in the third week, he bought 542 bags more of what he had bought the first week. So what you do is you add from what he bought 21,798. You add 542 bags more. So when you add that, you get this is 0, this is 4, this is 3, this is 2, and this is 2. So it means the third week, You write here that week the trader bought 22,340. So you add all this, and when you add this, this will give you 0. That is 8 plus 2 is 10. You get 1. You carry 1. So here we have 1, 10, 12. You get this will give you 16. So you carry 1. So this is 8. Plus 3 is 11. That will give you 14. Carry 1. So this is 2. 11. You get 13. Carry 1. So you get 3, 4, and plus 2, you get 6. So it means the trader bought in total 63,460. And if you check your answer, that is correct. So you shade that answer. That's the correct answer. Question number 8. What is the value of 80.4 minus into bracket 15.46 plus 4.54 all over divided by 0.4? So what you do is, first of all, work out in the numerator, that is add 15.46, you add to 4.54. So 15.46 you add to 4.54. So when you add this two, you get 0. That is 6 plus 4 is 10. Carry 1. So here we have 5 plus 1, 1 plus 4 plus 5. That is 10. You carry 1. So here we have 5 plus 1 is 6 plus 4 is 0. 10 you get to carry 1, and here it will be 1 plus 1, so it is 20. So this means that your next step should be 80.4 you minus, now that is 20 divided by 0.4, so that you remove the decimal point in the numerator. So you get this is equals to 80.4 minus, to multiply by 10 the numerator and the denominator, so it is 200. You divide by 4, so this will give you 80.4 minus, you divide 200 by 4, you get 1, you get this will give you 50. So this means that this here we have 50. When you subtract 80.4, you subtract 50, you can say 50.0, so you get 4.0 minus 0 is 0, 8 minus 5 is 3. So that should give you 30.4. Check your answer. The correct answer here is A, so you shade your answer as A. Question number 9, we are told, in a farm, on average, every 6 cows produced 108 liters of milk per week. In 5 weeks, the cows produced 2,160 liters of milk. How many cows are in the farm? So we divide 2,160 by 5 weeks to get the amount of milk produced in 1 week, because these are 5 weeks. So you can use this method to divide 2,160. You divide by 5, so you get this is 4. You get 20. Drop 1. You have to 16. Then this is 3. This will give you 15. Then you minus. You get 1. Drop 0. You get 2. So this means that in a week, the cows were producing 332 liters. Now, a set of 6 cows were producing 108 liters. So what you do is you divide 432, you divide by 108, and these are 6 cows, so you multiply by 6. So you can simplify. So if you divide 432, you divide by 108, you get, we can say this will give you 4. So 4 multiplied by 8 is 32, and 4 you get, so it is 432. So it means this is equals to, if you cancel there, you get that is 4. You multiply by 6, you get 24. So these are the number of cows that were in the farm, and you check your answers, you get it is C. So always work out a question without looking at the answers so that you don't get confused. Question number 10, we are told what is 759.6968 rounded to the nearest hundredth. So if we write this number, you have 759.968. So we can say this is a tenth. This is 100. And therefore the number that is next to 100 is 8. It is more than 5, implying that when we round off, then we should be able to get 759.97. Checking your answer, then you find the answer. The correct answer is C. So that is where the answer that you mark. So here what you are being tested is whether you know the place values. The place values of on the right hand side of the decimal, the left hand side of the decimal, which you have been taught. Question number 11, we are told in a race, Korir takes 12 seconds to run out the field. Muteti takes 18 seconds, while Mwenda takes 27 seconds to run out the same field. If the three athletes start together, after how many seconds will they be together? So here you are required to get the LCM, least common multiple. So you can use this method. So you have you draw 3 columns. So you have, this is 12, this is 18, this is 27 for the 3 athletes. So we have 2. So here you have 6, you have 9, you have 27, you have 2, you have 3, you have 9, you have 27, you have 3, you have 1, you have 3, you have 9, then you have 3, you have 1, we have 1, we have 3, and finally you have 3, have 1, 1, 1. So it means that you give you LCM is equals to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. And when you multiply 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12, 12 times 3 is 36, 36 times 3, that should give you 108. You can multiply manually if you are not comfortable multiplying like that. Alternatively, you can use this other method. You can write the factors of 12. So you can say it is 12 is equals to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. You have 18 is equals to 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. And you have 27, which you get, it is 3 multiplied by 3. You get multiplied by 3. You get the factors. And to get the LCM, we normally take, so LCM, you normally take the factors with the highest power. So we have 2 times 2 times 2, because here we have only 1, 2, multiplied by 3. Here we have 3 squared, and here we have 3 times 3 cubed. So we have 3 times 3 times 3, and just like we have done here, you'll be able to get 108. So those are the number of seconds that the athletes will be together when they are running around the same field. So if you check your answer, it is D, and that is how you work out that question. Question number 12, we are told what is the square root of 17.64? So for us to get that, we can write it as 17.64, which we can modify and write it as we write it is a square root of 1764. We multiply the denominator and the numerator by 100, which we can separate now and say this is the square root of 1764 divided by the square root of 100, and we can be able to get the square root of 100. It is 10. So we get the square root of this number, that is 1764. We can use this method. So we have 1764. We start by dividing by 2. So we get here it is 8, and we have 2. We divide by 2. You'll be able to get 4. 8 divided by 2 is 4, and we have 1. Here we divide by 3. We get this is 1. 14, we have 4, and we have 21, we have 7. We divide by 3 again, so we get this is 4. 27, we have 9. We divide by 7, we get it is equals to 7. This implies that we can get the square root of this number by picking 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 7. So this is equals to, it means that we can get now the square root is equals to 2 times 3 times 7, and the square root, that is the square root of that number. The square root of 100 is 10. So this is equals to 42 over 10, and that should give you 4.2. So that is how we do that. And if you check your answers, the correct answer is D. So you shade the correct answer, which is D. Question number 13. The area of a rectangular piece of land is 220 square meters. Its width is 12.5 meters. What is the perimeter of the piece of land? So the first thing to ask yourself is, how do we get the perimeter of a rectangle? So perimeter of a rectangle is 2 into multiply. You add length plus width. You multiply by 2. That is this is a rectangle. It's just a sketch. So this is the width. This is the length. So you add these two, you multiply by 2, because this is also the length, and this is the width, and that is the length. So it means that since we have been given the area, we need to divide the area by the width to get the length. So length is equals to 220, you divide by 12.5. And to be able to do this, then we say we multiply both sides. We multiply by 10. So this will give us 2,200 divided by 125. You divide these two numbers, so you have 2,200 and 125. So 125 will fit onto 221. So we have 125. We have this is 5. This is 11 minus 2 is 9. So we drop 0. This 125, if you check with 12, can fit onto this around 84. So we say we have 7. 7 times 5 is 35. Carry 3. This is 14. So we get 17. Carry 1, and we have 8. You subtract. This is 5. This is 14 minus 7. Here we have 0. So you drop 0. So we have a point, and this will fit onto this 6 times. So 6, if you multiply 6 times 5 is 30. carry 3, 12, 15, carry 1, 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1, you get it is 7. So it means that the length is equals to 17.6. So once you get the length, then you can get the perimeter. Perimeter is equals to 2 multiplied by 12.5 plus 17.6. So when you add these two and you multiply by 2, you will be able to get 60.2 meters. So that is a perimeter. So you get your correct answer here is C. But you note here that already you have been given the answer 17.6 as A. So if you check your answer before you even complete working out, you are likely to mess up and not get the correct answer. So you should be very careful. Question number 14. A rectangle brick weighs 3 kg, 750 grams. How many such bricks can be loaded into a lorry which carries 3 tons? So you can see here, what you need to note is that you have been given units, different units. We have kg, we have grams, and we have tons. So you have to convert into 1 unit so that you are able to work. So we can work with kg. So you can say 3 tons. 1 ton is equals to 1,000 kilograms. So it means 3 ton is equivalent to 3,000 kg. Then we have 3 kg and 750 grams is equals to, since 1 kg is equals to 1,000 kilograms, this is equivalent to 3, let's write it in decimal 3. 750 is the same as 3/4 kg, and therefore for us to know the number of bricks the lorry can take, we divide 3,000 kg, you divide by the weight of 1 brick, which is 3 and 3/4, 3/4, which is equals to 3,000. You divide by, you write this fraction in its proper form. So it is 4 times 3 is 12, plus 3 it is 15/4. Now you can now say it is 3. When you are dividing with a fraction, we write the inverse, or we reverse the fraction. So we say it is multiplication by 4/15. So you divide by 15, that is 1. Here you get 200. So this means 200 multiplied by 4, that is 800 bricks. So these are the number of bricks the lorry can carry. And if you check your answer, C is a correct answer. So you mark there and you'll be able to get a mark for that answer. Question number 15, we are told Rono cycled from town R at an average speed of 72 kilometers per hour and took 3 hours and 30 minutes to reach S. Kcpe cycled the same distance and took 4 hours. At what average speed was Kcpe cycling? So what you need to do is, because with Kcpe we are only given time, we need the distance. But for Rono we have been given the distance, the speed and time. So distance is equals to speed multiplied by time. So this means that the distance from S to R is 72. You multiply by kilometers per hour. This is 3 hours and 30 minutes is the same as 3.5. That is 3.5 hours. So this is equals to 72. You multiply by, this is 2 times 3, 6, 7 over 2. So you can divide that by 2, you get 36. So we need to multiply 36 and multiply by 7 to get the distance. So this is 6 times 7 is 42, carry 4. So this is 21 plus 4, that is 25. So this means from town R to town S was 252 kilometers. So the speed is equals to distance over time. So it means the speed of Kcpe was 252 kilometers divided by 4, and when you divide that, you can simply say 25 divided by 4, that will give you 6, remainder 1, so you get 12, and that will be 63 kilometers per hour. This one you can also say, you can also use this method if you are not comfortable dividing the way I have done. So you just say you divide by, we are dividing by 4, so when you divide by 4 it is 6, you get 24, you minus, you get 1, you get 12, you get 3, you get 12. So the answer is 63 kilometers per hour. You check your answer, you'll be able to get it is C. So that's how you work out that question. Question number 16. The figure below represents a piece of land. So you have the figure. What is the area of the piece of land? So what you can do here is you can divide. One way you can do this, you can divide this into 2 parts. So because we have from here to here is 40, and from here to here is 90, so it means this is 50 meters. Here it is 40, here is 70, so it means that is 30 meters. So you can get the area of the rectangle plus the area of the triangle. That's a right angle triangle. So area of the triangle is 40 multiplied by 90, and then you add area of the triangle is a half base. The base is 50 multiplied by the height is 30. So this will give you 3,600 plus here you divide by 2, you get 25. 25 you get 750, which is equals to, you can add 3,600, you add to 750, you'll be able to get that is 0.5. This is 13, carry 1 43. So this is equals to 4,350 meters squared. And if you check your answer is B. So that's the correct answer. So that's the secret of working out that question. Question number 17, we are told Muga left town P on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. He took 7 hours 50 minutes to reach town Q. On what day and time in 24 hours clock system did he reach town Q? So what you are being tested here is whether you know how to convert a 24-hour system to 12 hours from 12-hour system. We have 8:30 p.m. That is a 12-hour system. So to convert that 24-hour system, we say it is 8:30. We add 12. So you get that is 8:30 in terms of 24-hour system is the same as you add this, you get 20:30. So if that is the time, that is we say 20 times 30 hour. It took 7 hours 50 minutes to reach town Q. So you add to 20:30 hour, you add 7 hours 50 minutes. So you find this is 0. Since we are working with hours, this is 3 plus 5 is 80. But 1 hour is made up of 60 minutes. So you get 20, we carry 1. This is 1, we have 1 there. So this is 8, 2. So from 28, this means that we have reached midnight and we have exceeded. So we say 28 and 20, you subtract 24 hours, so that we now get the following day. We get to the following day, since the day ends at with 24 hours. So we have 2 there, we have 420 hours. So this means that since he had left the town on Wednesday, Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Then he reached the town Q on Thursday at 4:20. Thursday at 4:20 in the morning. So you can check. So this is 4:20 hours. So here we have 0. So the correct answer we have here is A. That is the correct answer for that question. So you note, whenever you read a question, note the knowledge that you are being tested, so that you can be able to answer that question. Question number 17, we are told Muga left town P on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. He took 7 hours 50 minutes to reach town Q. On what day and time in 24 hours clock system did he reach town Q? So what you are being tested here is whether you know how to convert the 24-hour system to 12 hours from 12-hour system. We have 8:30 p.m. That is a 12-hour system. So to convert that 24-hour system, we say it is 8:30. We add 12. So you get that is 8:30 in terms of 24-hour system is the same as you add this, you get 20:30. So if that is the time, that is, we say 20 times 30 hour. It took 7 hours 50 minutes to reach town Q. So you add to 20:30 hour, you add 7 hours 50 minutes. So you find this is 0. Since we are working with hours, this is 3 plus 5 is 80. But 1 hour is made up of 60 minutes. So you get 20, we carry 1. This is 1, we have 1 there. So this is 8, 2. So from 2:28, this means that we have reached midnight and we have exceeded. So we say 28 and 20, you subtract 24 hours, so that we now get the following day. We get to the following day, since the day ends at with 24 hours. So we have 2 there, we have 420 hours. So this means that since he had left the town on Wednesday, Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Then he reached the town Q on Thursday at 4:20. Thursday at 4:20 in the morning. So you can check. So this is 4:20 hours. So here we have 0. So the correct answer we have here is A. That is the correct answer for that question. So you note, whenever you read a question, note the knowledge that you are being tested, so that you can be able to answer that question. Question number 18, we are told an open rectangular tank has a base measuring 2 meters by 1.5 meters. It has a height of 2.5 meters. The surface of the tank was painted. What is the total area painted? So a rectangular tank would look like this. So we can make a sketch there. It's an open rectangular tank. So that is the tank. So which we can also make its net. We can say that is the base. That is the base. That is one side. This is another side, and this is another side, and this is another side. So this is the net. So we are told it is measuring 2 and 1.5, and the height is actually 2.5, which is 2 meters, 1.5 and 2.5. So that is the way the question looks like. So to get the area that was painted, we can get the area of the base. So area of the base is 2 multiplied by 1.5. That is the base. Then you add 2. Since we have this side is 2.5, so this is 1.5. So we have 1.5 multiplied by 2.5. That is, and you multiply by 2 because we have that side and that side, and then you add 2. We have 2 multiplied by 2.5. You multiply by 2 because of that side and that side. So this will give you 2.5. 2 times 1.5, that will give you 3, plus this will give you 3 multiplied by 1.5 times 2 is 3. 3 multiplied by 2.5, that will give you 7.5. Then we have plus 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2.5 is 10. So this means it is equals to 20.5 meters squared. So that is the area that was painted. It is important, maybe if you don't understand the question, making a sketch really helps you to get what is being required of you to work out. Question number 19. A cylindrical container of diameter 8 cm has a height of 35 cm. What is the volume of the container in cubic centimeter? Take pi to be 22/7. Now, to be able to do this, how do we get the volume of a cylinder? Volume of a cylinder is equals to base area multiplied by the height. So that's how we get the volume. We have been given the diameter. So since it is a cylinder, the base area is pi r squared. Pi r squared multiplied by the height, which we are told to use 22/7. You multiply by the radius. The diameter is 8, so you divide by 2. Radius is 4, so times 4 times 4, that is radius squared, multiply by the height, which is 35. So you can divide by 7, you get 1. Divide by 7, you get 5. So when you work out this, you can say this is 20. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 4 is 80. So we have 22 times 80. So you have 0. This is 16. Carry 1. 7 or 17, 60. So it means our volume is 1760 centimeter cube, and the answer that we get there is A. So that the answer for that question is actually question number 20. The figure below represents a flower garden in the shape of a triangle and a semicircle. So we have the triangle and the semicircle. What is the area of the garden? So the area of the garden is we can get the area of the garden because this is an irregular shape. An irregular shape is a shape where you cannot use one formula to calculate the area. So you calculate the area of the triangle and the area of the semicircle, and we add. So this means that area is equals to the area of a triangle is a half. The base is 8 and the height is 6. That is to give us the area of a triangle, plus to get the area of the semicircle, we need the radius, and we use the Pythagoras theorem to find the diameter. So D is equals to Pythagoras theorem. It is the square root of 8 squared plus 6 squared. So this is the square root of 64 plus 36, 36 squared, which is a square root of 100, which is equals to 10. So the diameter is equals to, the diameter is 10, meaning that the radius is 5 centimeter. So you get the area of the semicircle is a half, 22 over 7 multiplied by r squared, which is 5 multiplied by 5. So this you can simplify, you can divide by 2, you get 4, implying that here you get 4 times 6, that will give you 24, plus then here you can simplify, you get here you get 11. So this means that 25 times 11, we can use a section here. 25 times, this is 5 times 5 times 11, that will give us 25, 25. So this is 5, 7, 275. So this means you will be able to get 275. You divide by 7, which is equals to 24. You add, you can divide this by 7. You get by 7, this is 3. 3 is for 20, 21. So we have 6. So 65, you divide by 7, you get 63, which is 9, and we'll be left with 2 out of 7 when you divide that. So when you add 24 and you add 39, you can add for 24 and 39, that will give us 3, carry 1, that is 63. So you'll be able to get this is 63 and 2 over 7. So if you check, this will mean that meter squared, because that is the unit of our measurements. So if you check the answers, you'll see, you find out that C is a correct answer. So always work out a question, then you check the answer, because some of the answers that are given in the 4 answers are part of what you have worked out, part of the outcomes you have, and they will confuse you. Question number 21. A cylindrical tank whose diameter is 140 centimeter has a height of 75 centimeter. How many liters of water can it hold when full? Take pi to be 22 over 7. So the examiner here is testing you whether you know how to find the volume of a cylinder, and at the same time you are being tested whether you know how to convert centimeter cube to liters. So 1000 centimeter cube is equivalent to 1 liter. This is 1 liter. Then the volume of a cylinder is equals to base area multiplied by the height. In this case, the base area, since it is a cylinder, it is pi r squared multiplied by the height. So our height we have been given. So with that knowledge, then you should be able to work out this question comfortably. So what you do is you say, let's first of all get the volume is equals to pi is 22 over 7. Then you multiply by, our diameter is 140, so the radius is 70 multiplied by 70. Then you multiply by the height, which is 75. So that will give you the volume is centimeter cubed. So you can divide by 7, you get that is 10. So you can now multiply this. You can use this base to multiply. If you multiply 10 times 70 is 700. So you multiply 75 multiplied by 700. That will be easier because it has zeros. So here it is 5 times 7 is 35. So you have 5 carry 3. 47 times 7 is 49. 49 plus 3 is 52. That you multiply by 22. That will also be easier because it is 22. You just multiply by 2. So you have 0. This will give you 0. 5 times 2 is 10. Carry 1. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. And then we have 5 times 2 is 10. The other one will be the same. So we have 105. Then we have 0, 0, 0. We add this and then we get 0. We get 0. We get 0. We get 5. We get 5. We get 1. And you get 1. This means that our volume, which we had here, is 1, 1, 5, 5, 0, 0, 0. This is centimeter cube. And since we had said that 1000 centimeter cube is equals to 1 liter, we divide by 1000, and that will divide by that, implying that our volume is 1155 liters. So that is how you work out that question. And if you check from the answers given, D is a correct answer. So you mark D to be your correct answer. Question number 22, we are told what is the value of x plus 2n minus r all over y, where x is equals to 5, y is 2x, n is equals to x plus 9, and r is equals to n plus 6. So for you to be able to do this question, you will need to substitute the values. So you have x is 5. So we can write our expression x plus 2n minus r, you divide by y. So we have been given our x is 5. So we can start with that. Our x is 5. Then we have plus 2. So we have 2. N, our n is x plus 9. But our x is our n is x plus 9, but our x is 5. So that means 5 plus 9 you get 14. So you multiply by 14 minus r is n. So we have our n is 14. So r is for r is 14 plus 6, that will give you 20. So you get that. All this is divided by y. Our y is 2x. Our x is 5. So it means that is 10. So that is how you substitute that. So this means it's 5. We first of all work with the fraction. This is 2 times 14 is 28. 28 minus 20 is 8. So we say it is plus 8 over 10. Which you'll be able to give you 5 plus you divide by 2, you get it is 4 over 5, implying that this is the same as 5, 4 over 5. And if you check your answer, actually you realize D is a correct answer. So you shade your D as your correct answer, and that's how you work out that question. Question number 23. One of the following expressions is the simplified form of 2 into bracket 3x plus y close the bracket plus 4x all over divided 4 into bracket x plus 2y minus y. So you can simplify this. You open the bracket, so you multiply 2 times 3x, that will give you 6x. Then we have plus 2 times y will give you 2y. Then we have plus 4x. This you divide by 4x. 4 times x you get 4x. Then you say plus 4 times 2y, that will give you 8y minus y. So you can put the right terms together. So x plus 6x plus 4x, that will give you 10x. and then you have plus 2y. This you divide. Here we have 4x, and then we have 8 minus y. 8y minus y will give you plus 7y. So if you check your answer, the correct answer is D. So that is how you work out that. So you just put the right term, open the bracket, and put the right terms together. Putting the right terms together means you add the ones that have the same letters. For example, we have added 6x plus 4x to get 10x. We have subtracted 8y minus y, we got 7y. So that's how you work out that question. Question number 24, we are told Musa bought X bananas and Maria bought 4 bananas more than Musa. Otieno bought twice as many bananas as both Musa and Maria. The total number of bananas altogether was 30. Which one of the following equations can be used to find the number of bananas Musa bought? So we can say this is Musa. So Musa bought X. Maria bought 4 bananas more than Musa. So it means she bought X plus 4. And Otieno bought twice what was bought by Musa and Maria. So we have 2x plus x plus 4. That is all that was bought by Musa and Maria. And this would be 2 multiplied by 2x plus this would be 4. So this is equals to 4x plus 8. So it means that since we are told the total number of bananas altogether were 30, it means if you add what Musa bought plus what Maria bought, that is x plus 4, plus what Otieno bought, that is 4x plus 8, that should give you 30. So this means that you put the right terms together. So x plus x, 2x plus 4x, that will give you 6x, and then you have 4 plus 8, that will give you 12, is equals to 30. So that equation would give you the value of x, which is the number of bananas Musa bought. And if you check the answers, that is A. So that is how you work out that. Question number 25. What is the value of x in the equation 3/5 into bracket 2x plus 2 close the bracket minus 1 is equals to 5. So here you need to open the bracket first. So when you open the bracket, 3/5 multiplied by 2x, that will give you 6x divided by 5. 3/5 multiplied by 2, that will give you 6/5, and then we minus 1 is equals to 5. So since you know this is 6/5x plus, this can be written as 1 and 1/5 minus 1 is equals to 5. So this will give you 6/5x. Then we have 1 and 1/5 minus 1 will give you plus 1/5 is equals to 5. Take 1/5 to the other side, it becomes negative. So 6/5x is equals to it will be 5 minus 1/5, and that will give you so 6/5. Question number 26. We are told in the figure below, construct a perpendicular bisector of line PR. Let the line intersect PR at T and meet line QS at H. What is the measure of line HT in centimeter? So for you to be able to bisect the line PR, you need a geometrical set, and specifically you need a compass and you need a ruler, and then you need you may need a divider, but you can use a compass as instead of a divider. So what you do is you take point R, you extend your compass, and you make your arc there, and you make another one on the other side. You also put your sharp point on R of your compass and put another mark there and put another mark there. So you join these two, you join the line where the two arcs intersect, and that should give you a perpendicular line to PR and also bisect PR. And this is what you expect once you do that. So this, what you can see on the board, is what I've got once I used my compass. So I have marked these 2 points, and I'm going to join where the two arcs intersect to come up with a straight line that to bisect PR and meet QS at H. So I have joined the 2 points, and I've come up with a line that bisect PQ. Now I'm going to label my points, that is point T and H. So I have labeled my point T, that is my T where the line cuts PR, and point H where the line cuts QS. And now you are told what is the measure of line HT. So you put your divider here and extend it to H. Take that extension, place that on the ruler and read, and when you read, you get it is 4.5 centimeter, and your answer is then D. So that is the answer that you should. Question number 27. In the figure below, line QP is parallel to line RS. Line QS equals to line SR, and angle QSP is equals to 32 degrees. So what is the size of angle PQR? PQR is that angle. So we need to use the information given from the diagram, although I don't see it very clearly stated in the question. We can see that PS is equals to QS is equals to RS, and therefore if we are given this angle here, the angle PSQ, we can get these two angles because this is an isosceles triangle. So we just say 180 degrees, we minus 32, that will be 8. 7 minus 3 is 4, and we have 1, so that will give us 148 degrees. 148 degrees we divide by 2, you get that is 74 degrees. So this means that this angle here is 74 degrees, that is 74 degrees. So for us to get, we need this angle to complete angle PQS. So what we do, we can extend align this line QS and also extend line SR, and because these two lines are parallel, that is QP and RS, and this QS cuts the two lines parallel, so it means this angle here is also 74. Corresponding angles, that's what we call them. If that angle is 74, this is also 74 degrees vertically opposite angles, and therefore this triangle QSR is an isosceles triangle. So you say 180 degrees, you minus 74, and then you'll be able to get that is 6, and this is 7, we have 0, and we have 1. So 103 we divide by 106 rather, we divide by 2, we get 53. So it means this angle is 53 degrees, and therefore to get the whole of this angle, what we do is we say 74 plus 53, and that is 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 5 is 12, so the angle is 127 degrees. And if you check your answers, That is the correct answer. That is the correct answer, D. So that's how you work out that. So here you are being tested whether you know corresponding angles, vertically opposite angles, and you'll be able to work out that question. Question number 28, we are told the figure below is part of a parallelogram EFGH. Complete the parallelogram. What is the length of half of the longer diagonal? So for you to complete this, you need to get the point EFH. So what you need is you need your protractor to measure this angle. When you measure that angle, you measure the same angle. When I measure, I got 65 degrees. So I've measured the same angle on E, so that I have a line that will enable me to get point H. So let's see how I've done that. So that is angle 65 that I have measured. So let's draw this a line with the same angle. This is the line that I have drawn, implying that this is angle 65, which is the same as this one. This line is parallel to that, and then you measure the length of FG, and you measure the same length here. So after joining the line that you're measuring the length, then you come up with the line, so implying that this line is parallel to this, and that line is parallel to that. So you are now required to measure the distance. This is where we have our H. So you measure FH. When you measure FH, you get 7.4 centimeter, and you are required. What is the half length of the longer diagonal? FH is the longer diagonal, so half of it will be 3.7. That is, you divide 7.4 by 2, 3.7. That will be the length of the half, the longer diagonal. If you check your answers given, A is the correct answer, so you shade for A. So that's the procedure. But for you to be able to revise this question, you need the original paper, because you need the actual measurements. So that's how you go about that question. Question number 29, we are told in a certain school, the number of girls was 240 and the total number of pupils were 540. What is the ratio of the boys to girls in the school? So first of all, you need to know the number of boys that were in the school. So you just say 540. That is the total number of pupils. You subtract 240, and that is going to give you 0, 0, 3. So there were 300 boys. So the ratio of boys is to girls, you say it is 300 is to 240. You simplify by dividing by 10. You can divide by 6. You divide by 6. So that divided by 6, you get 5. And 24 divided by 6, you get 4. So the ratio is 5 is to 4. And if you check your answer, the correct answer is D. So that is the answer that you shade, and that is how you. So you are being tested whether you know how to simplify ratios to be able to get the answer to that question. Question number 30. What is the value of 1.5 plus into bracket 2.25 times 3 and 1/2 of 12 divided by 3/4? So here we had dealt with the question, a similar question in the first question. So you apply BODMAS, and we said BODMAS means bracket of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So we always start with the bracket, and even this inside the bracket we apply the BODMAS. So we say, okay, it is good we write then the fractions in their improper form. So 1.5 is the same as 1 times 2 plus 1, that is 3/2 plus this. So here inside the bracket we have off, so we will start with off. So let's first of all write our fractions in proper form. So this is 8 9 over 4. You multiply by this will be 6 7 over 2, and then we have off. This is 12, and you divide by 3 over 4. You close the bracket. So this will be 3 over 2 plus. So when you start with off, you have 9 over 4 multiplied by this is off implies multiplication, so you can simplify that by 6. When you multiply 7 times 6, you get 42. Then you divide by 3 over 4. So we have dealt with off. So we go to division. So we will divide 42 by 3 over 4. Then we have our fraction will be, our expression will be 2 plus into bracket 9 over 4. You multiply by, this will be 42 multiplied by 4 over 3. Now that all we have is multiplication inside the bracket, we can simplify by 3. You get 1 by 3, you get 1, we get 14. You can divide by 4 by 4. So we multiply 14 times 9. That will give you that is 36. Carry 3, that is 12. Carry 3, that will be 12. And since here we have 1.5, so this will give us, we add 1 to 126, you get 127.5. So if you check your answer, the correct answer is D. So that's how you work out that question. So here you are being tested. Do you know how to apply the BODMAS? If you don't follow the procedure of BODMAS, then you are not likely to get the correct answer. Question number 31. A triangle RST below is an isosceles triangle. The length ST is equals to RS. The length RT is equals to RA is equals to 10 and ST is equals to 12 centimeter. So you have the diagram with the measurements given. What is the area of the triangle? Now you know the area of a triangle is calculated as half base times height. That is what you have learned. So we need if you drop a perpendicular here, the height here, it will divide 12 by 2. We call it perpendicular bisector, though that is the height. So this is angle 90. So we can, it means this is 6 centimeter and this is 6 centimeter. Now we can use the measurements to get height using the Pythagoras theorem. So we can say height squared is equals to 10 squared minus 6 squared. That is the Pythagoras theorem, which is equals to 100 minus 36, and that will give you 64. So h is equals to the square root of 64, which is equals to 8, implying area is equals to a half a base. The base is now 12, and you multiply by the height which you have calculated is 8. So that 2 divided by 8 is 4. 12 times 4 is 48 centimeter squared. Checking the answers, B is the correct answer, so you shade that answer. So here you are being tested. Do you know that a line, if we have an isosceles triangle, if we drop a line that is perpendicular to the base, it bisects the base into 2. It is perpendicular to the base, and once you know that, then you are good, should be able to get that question. The diagram below is a net of a solid. Which one of the following statement is true about the number of faces, edges, and vertices of the solid? So to be able to get that answer, what we know, the best way to approach that is to make a sketch of the solid expected from the net. So this is a prism. This is a net of a prism. So you can draw it like that. It's just a sketch. So we draw like that, we come there, and so we start with the faces. Faces, we have the bottom, we have the slanting, two slanting, so 1, 2, 3, and the sides, two sides, so there are 5. We come to edges. Edges, we can say this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and then we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 edges. And then we have the vertices. So the vertices, they can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are the vertices. So we come here and say vertices. So there are 6 of them. So if you check your answer, here we have 5, 5, we have 9, and we have 6. So C is a correct answer, and you shade that as a correct answer. So you should be able to what you are being tested here is whether, given a net, can you be able to make a solid or come up with a solid represented by that particular net. Question number 33. Which one of the following statement is true for both trapezium and a rhombus? So the best approach for this one is you can draw the two diagrams. So a trapezium is a 4-sided figure that has 2 sides parallel. So that side is parallel to this one. A rhombus is also a 4-sided figure with a pair of parallel lines, and all the sides are equal. So that side is parallel to that. That is parallel to that, and that is parallel to that. Now, having drawn that, so this is a trapezium, and this is a rhombus. So we read, opposite sides are equal. That is not true, because for a trapezium, these two parallel sides are not equal. If they are equal, then it becomes a parallelogram. Have one pair of parallel lines. That is not true, because a rhombus has a pair of parallel lines. That is a pair. This one doesn't. This one has a one pair of parallel lines. This one doesn't. The sum of interior angles is 360. That is true. Let's check the last one. Diagonals intersect at the middle. The diagonals of a trapezium do not necessarily meet at the middle. So that is wrong. So the correct answer is C. So you shade your answer is C. So this is where you are being tested, whether you know or you understand, you know the difference between a trapezium and a rhombus and its properties. Question number 34. The figure below has been drawn accurately. So we have the figure. What is the size of angle, the obtuse angle NPR? So obtuse angle is an angle greater than 90. 90 degrees. So you are being do you know what is that? That is how we describe an obtuse angle. So we are told NPL. So this is the angle that you are required to measure. So you just pick your calculator, you pick your compass, you place it here where there is a mark of 90, where you place it at P, and then from the right side you read the angle all around and up to where we have the line NP, and when you do that you get the angle is 147 degrees. So from the answer, that is the correct answer, that is D. And here you are being tested whether you know how to use your protractor. So that's how you do that. Question number 35. Amina bought 4 meters of material at 250 Kenyan shillings per meter, 6 buttons at 8 shillings each, a sewing thread for 30 shillings and made a dress. A similar dress costs 1,500 shillings in a shop. How much did she save by making the dress? So here you need to calculate the amount of money that Amina spent on this material. So 4 meters, so you say material, you say each, she bought 4 meters times 250, and that will give you 1,000 shillings. Then 6 buttons at 8, so we say buttons, she bought 6 multiplied by 8, and that should give you 48. Then she bought a sewing thread of 30 shillings. So we say, we can just say thread. So thread, this is thread at 30 shillings. So you add 30, that is equals to, so you add this, you get 8. This is 7. This is 0, and that is 1. So that is the amount that Amina spent. So you subtract the dress in the shop cost 1,500 shillings. You subtract 1,078, and you'll be left with, oh, this we borrow 1 here. So we have 10 minus 8 is 2. This is 9. We get 2. Here we borrowed 1, so we have 4, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So this is the amount she saved. Checking the answer, the correct answer is D, so you shade that. So you are being tested whether you can be able to comprehend or to multiply, get the total of the cost, and subtract. So that's how you do that question. Question number 36, we are told a fruit vendor bought 300 pineapples and 210 shillings for every 5 pineapples. She sold the pineapples at 60 shillings each. How much profit did she make? So the first thing is to know how much she spent to buy the pineapples. So she was buying 210 for every 5. So you first divide 300 by 5. That will be, you divide that is 6. So there were 60 set. You multiply by 210. So if you multiply 210 multiplied by 60, that will be 0, 0. That will be 6. And that is 2 times 6 is 12. She sold the pineapples at 60 shillings each. So you multiply 300 multiply by 60. So this means that this is the amount she made. That is 18,000. From there you subtract 18,000 you subtract 12,600. So when you subtract, you get 0. This is 4. This is 7. That is 5. So it means she made a profit of 5,400. And if you check from your answer, you get that is B. So this is the best approach. You first of all do the question, see the answer you get, then go to the answers and check the correct answer, and you shade your answer. Question number 37. Kazungu paid 3,200 shillings for an item after getting a discount of 20%. What was the marked price? This means that since he got a discount of 20%, he paid 80%. So it means that 2 is the same as 80% of the price that was marked on the item. So you multiply by 100 to get the cost, the marked price. So you can simplify here. You divide by 8, you get 1. You divide by 8. When you divide by 8, you get 40. So it means it was marked 4,000 shillings. So checking from what we have, the correct answer is D. So that is the answer that you shade. So here you are taught about simple business calculations about discount, profit, So this is what is being tested, and you should be able to do that. Question number 37. A salesman earns a basic salary of 40,000. He is also paid a commission of 3% of the value of goods he sells above 100,000. In a month, he sold 20,000 items at 20 shillings each. I don't know whether there is an error here. It should be sold 20,000 items. I think this should be 20,000 items at 20 shillings. What was the total earnings? So we get what he had sold. So the salary we will get 40,000. That is the salary of the salesman. So in a month he sold. We can assume 2,000 items, 20,000 items at 20 shillings. So let's find out the amount he sold the items. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is these are goods worth 400,000. So you subtract the 100,000. Anything that he sold above that, he got a commission of 3%. So this means that you get 300,000. To get the 3% commission, you divide by 3, and you divide by 100 rather, and you multiply by 3. So that is that. So this means this is 9,000 is equals to 9,000, implying that he got a salary, or he got the earning for that month was 49,000. Checking the answer, C is a correct answer. So you shade that answer and you should get that correct. So these are just business calculations about getting the commission and so forth. So I think this was not supposed to be there. Because we cannot, or it is I don't know, 20 shillings, 2,000 items. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but that is how you should work out that question. Question number 39, we are told, Wero posted the following letters. One letter weighing 101 grams to Kisumu in Kenya. One letter weighing 19 grams to Uganda. Two letters weighing 80 grams each to Europe. One letter weighing 50 grams to Zambia. How much money did he pay for the postage? So we have been given a table here. Normally letters you pay your postage depending on the destination and the weight of the letter. So the table we have the second row. This is where we have the local letters, that is in Kenya. Then we have this East Africa, we have rest of Africa and Europe. So what you need to do is, if you, for example, you take 101 grams to Kisumu, this lies in this category. The last category, over 100 grams to up to 200. So because it is in Kenya inland, he paid 50 bob. That is the amount. That is the first letter. The second one is 19 grams to Uganda. So this is not over 20. The first, the second, that is the first category. And because it is East Africa, he paid 45 shillings. So that is 45 shillings. So we are through with that. Two letters weighing 80 grams each to Europe. So 80 grams lies in this category. So it is in Europe. So one letter will be 310. So 310 you multiply by 2, you get 620. So you add here 620 shillings. And finally, so we are through with that. One letter weighing 50 grams to Zambia. So it will be in this category, over 20 grams up to 50 grams, and it's going to Zambia. So it is the rest of Africa. so he paid 100. So that is the amount that he was charged. So we add, we get 0, we get 0. This is 0, 5, 0, 0. So we have 5. So here it is 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 1 it is 11, carry 1. So we have 7, 8. So he ended up paying 815 shillings. And if you check your answer, you find that is B, so you should answer B. So you are being tested whether you know how to interpret the table which is used by when posting letters, the way they charge. I think you have covered that in your course. Question number 40. The hire purchase price of a sewing machine is made up of a deposit of 4,000 shillings and 18 equal monthly installments of 1,200 shillings each. Waja was allowed to a 20% deposit discount on the hire purchase price for buying the sewing machine on cash. How much did she pay? Now here we need to find the cost of the sewing machine through the hire purchase price. So the deposit was 4,000. Then there was a 18 monthly installment of 1,200. So you multiply by 18. So you can multiply 1,200. You multiply by 18. So this will give you 0, 0. That is 12. This is 0, 0. Then we have 16, carry 1, 8. We have 9. When you add, you get 0, 0, 6. This is 120. So you get 21,600. So this is 4,000 plus 21,600, which you can add. So we can say 21,600. You add 4,000. You'll be able to get, this is 25,600. So that is the hire purchase price, 25,600 shillings. Because she bought it cash, she was around to pay a discount of 20%. So it means this is 25 is the same as 100%. So you divide by 100 and you multiply by 80 because she was around a discount of 20. So you can simplify there, and when you multiply 25, 60, that is 2,560, you multiply by 8, you'll be able to get 0. This 6 times 8 is 48, carry 4, 5 times 8 is 40, plus 4 you get 4. So you carry 4, this is 16, 2 times 8 is 16, plus 4 you get 20. So it means this is the amount Awaja paid for the sewing machine. So if you come to your answer, you find that the correct answer is B. So you shade your answer as B. So you are being tested whether you know how to work with the hire purchase and whether you understand what is meant when a customer is given a discount. So you should be able to do that. Question number 41. Wanyama deposited 84,000 shillings in a bank which paid simple interest at the rate of 10% per annum. How much money altogether did he get if he withdrew all the money with the interest earned at the end of 7 months? So the formula for finding the simple interest is a principal multiplied by the rate, multiplied by time, divided by 100. And Wanyama withdrew the money after 7 months. This means that the interest, the principal was 84,000. You multiply by, the rate was 10%. You multiply by, now if we withdrew the money after 7 months, so that is a fraction of a year, which we can represent by 7/12 and this we divide by 100, just as the formula is. So you can simplify that. You can cancel that, divide by 10, and you can also divide there by 10. 84 you can divide by 12. I think here you get this is 7. This is 700. So 700 you multiply by 7, that will give you 4,900. So if you come now and add the interest to the principal, that is the money he had deposited, you add to 4,900, that is the interest, you'll be able to get that is 88,900. So that is the amount of money he got after withdrawing the money after 6 months. So you check the answer, it is C. So that is the answer you shade off. So remember, you are taught how to calculate the simple interest. You know the formula, PRT over 100, where P represents the principal, the amount of money you deposit initially. Rate is what the bank is paying you as interest for depositing the money, and time is a time. It is a time it takes you keep your money in the bank if it is a year. Rate is normally given in percentage, so that is percentage per annum. But you realize here that Wanyama did not wait for the end of the year to get. So that if he had waited for the end of the year, he would have gotten 10%. So that's how you do that question. Question number 42, you are told, which of the following represent the ratio 2:5 expressed as percentage? So 2:5, 2:5 can be written in fraction as 2/5. So in terms of percentage, we can write 2/5, you multiply by 100. Percentage means your value is out of 100, so we can divide that by 5, you get 20. When you multiply 2 times 20, you get 40%. So 40% means it's out of 100, which if you write 40/100, you still end up with 2/5. And from the answers given, that's the correct answer, so that is the answer you shade. So you should be able to express values in the ratio, and you know ratio, you can also write the ratios in fraction form. So that's how you do that. Question number 43, we are told 6 people working for 5 days were paid a total of 6,000 shillings. How much more money would the same number of people be paid for 12 days? So we can organize our work like this. We can say number of people, there were 6. Number of days, there were 5. And with those 5 days, they were paid an amount of 6,000. So the same number of people were to do the work, but now they were working for 12 days. So we want to find out the amount that they need to be paid. So with that, we need to find x. So we say x is equals to what the percentage of increase of the amount will be. When you increase the number of days, it means that the amount increase with the same ratio. So we say it is 12/5 multiplied by the number of people remain the same. So that is the same as multiplying by 1. So that is equals to 1. Here you can divide by 5, you get 1. By 5 you get 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, that is 1,1200, and therefore you multiply 1,1200, you multiply by 12, and that will give you 0. That is 2, 1. The other one is 0. 0, we have 4, and then we have 2. So when you add this, you get 0, you get 0, you get 4, you get 4, you get. So that is the amount they would receive for working for 12 days. Coming to the answer, you realize that the correct answer is B, so you shade that answer as a correct answer. Question number 44. A group of farmers harvested 10,000 kg of coffee on the first day and 8,000 kg on the second day. What was the percentage decrease in the amount of coffee harvested? So the first day they harvested 10,000. The second day they harvested 8,000. This is it means they harvested 2 kg less on the second day. So the percentage decrease will be 2,000. You divide by the amount of coffee harvested on the first day, that is 10,000, and you convert that to percentage. So you can divide that. You can cancel by 10, and that will give you 20%. So there was a 20% decrease, and from the answer we can see A is a correct answer. So that is the answer that you shade. So you should be able to work with the percentages you have seen. There are several questions that we have dealt with relating to percentages. Question number 45. The table below shows the sales of shoes in 5 days. The sales for Wednesday are not shown. So we have days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. On Monday 30, Tuesday 36, Wednesday is not given, 45 on Thursday, and 42 on Friday. The total number of pair of shoes sold was 180. If a pie chart was drawn to represent this information, what angle would represent the number of pairs sold on Wednesday? So in actual sense, the pie chart can represent this information, but the first thing we need to do is to find the number of shoes that were sold on Wednesday. So we have 30. Monday we had 36, so that will give us 6. That is 6. We add 45, that will give us 1. This is 11, and then finally we have 42, and that will give us 3. This is 5, 1. From there, the total number of pair of shoes sold was 180, so we subtract 153, and this we get 7. This is now we borrow 1 here, so this remains 7, so that means it is 27. 27 pairs were sold on Wednesday, which we can even put here 27. So in terms of the angle representation, a pie chart normally represents an angle of 360 degrees. So we say it is 27. Divide by the number of shoes sold, that is 180, and you multiply by 360 degrees. So we can divide that, and we say this is 2. And when you multiply 27 by 2, you get 54. When you get 54, check from the answer, you will find that D is a correct answer, and that is the answer that you shade on your answer sheet. So here you tested whether you understand the pie chart. The pie chart, and we represent information in terms of degrees, where the total degrees around the pie chart is 360, so we can be able to represent that information on the pie chart. So that's how you do that question. Question number 46. The graph below represents a journey of a cyclist traveling from town W to town P through towns K, L, and M. We have the graph. The question is, between which two towns was the cyclist traveling at the highest speed? So what you need to do here is to study this graph. So from 7 to 8 in 1 hour, he covered 15. So from W to L, she covered 15 kilometers per hour. The second one is from L to K. It took 1 hour from 8 to 9, but he only cycled 5 kilometers. That is from 15 to 20. So it means it is 5 kilometers per hour. That was the speed. The other one is from K to M. K to M. And this time, for half an hour, he was able to cover, that is half an hour, he was able to cover 10 kilometers. So it means in 1 hour, at that speed, that was a speed of 10, you divide by a half an hour, so that will give you 10 multiplied by 2 over 1, which is equals to 20 kilometers per hour. And the last part, that is we have M to P from 9:30, that is 9:30 to 11. That is 1.5 hours. He was only able to cover 10 kilometers. So you can divide 10 divided by 1.5. That is 1.5. So which is equal. You can write it is 10. You multiply by this is 2. 3 over 2. So we have 2 over 3, which you'll be able to get 20 over 3, which is about 6 and 2/3 kilometers per hour. So looking at the speed, it seems like this is the highest speed that it took, which is between K and M. And from the answers, A is a correct answer, so you shade that. So here you are being tested whether you know how to interpret distance time graph, which you have covered. Question number 47. The table below shows train fares from town N to M to town M. So we have the train fares, first class, second class, adults and children above 11 years. First class, they were paying 3,000. Second class, they were paying 700. Children between 3 and 11 years. First class, they were paying 1,800. Second class, they were paying 400. Children under 3 years were traveling free. So a certain school arranged for a trip by train from town N to town M. 28 pupils aged 12 years, 15 pupils aged between 7 and 10 years, 4 teachers and the head teacher. The passengers occupied the following classes in the train. First class, head teacher and 1 teacher. Second class, 3 teachers and all the pupils. How much money did they pay for the trip altogether? So we start with the first class. So we have the head teacher and 1 teacher. So there were 2 first class. So they paid this is at 3,000. So this means that they paid a total of 6,000 for 2. 3 teachers occupied the second class and all the people. So let's start with the 3 teachers. At second class, we were paying 700. So this, if you multiply by 3, you get 2,100. We can add that and get that is 0, 0, 1, and 8. Then all the pupils occupied the second class, but they were of different ages. So we have 28 pupils aged 12. So, and you can see here adults and children above 11 years. So this means that we need to multiply 28. They paid 700 in the second class, so that is 0, 0. 8 times 7 is 56. You carry 5. This is 14. 14 plus 5, so you get 19,600. So you say it is 19,600, which we can add and get 0, 0. This is 7. Okay, this is 7 carry 1, we have 2. So we get 27,700. Then 15, those are, so 15 people's age between 7 and 10. So those they paid 400 because they were in between 3 years and 11 years. So we multiply, those are, they were 15. So you say this is, so this we can say this is 28 student at 700. That is what they pay. So the other ones are 15 student, each paid 400. So we multiply 15 multiply by 400, and that should give us 0, 0. That is 20 carry 2, that is 6,000. So we add 6,000 here, and when you total that, you get 0, 0. This is 7. 7 plus 6, that is 13 carry 1, we get that 3,700. And checking the answer for that, you find that it is the correct answer is A. So that is the answer that you shade, and that is how you work out that question. Question number 48. The distance in kilometer between towns P, Q, R, and S is shown below. So we have like distance from S to P, you go to 90 up to 210, you get to P. So the question is, what is the distance from town S to town P via R? So this means that you cover 90 kilometers to R, that is to town R, so that is 90 kilometers. And then from R to go to P, you cover 170. So you add to 170, and that should give you, this is 16 carry 1, so you get 2. So this means you cover 260 kilometers, and from the answers we have C is a correct answer, though that is the answer that you shade. So that is how you work out that question. Question number 49. The scale of a building plan is 1:200. What is the length in centimeter of the plan represent 5 meters of the building? So first of all, you need to understand the ratio that we how we represent the scale. When we say 1:200, in terms of scale, what it means is that 1 centimeter represent 200 centimeter. 100 centimeter is equals to 1 meter, so it means 1 centimeter represent 2 meters. That is how we interpret the scale. So in terms of, since we have 5 meters, you divide by 2, you'll be able to get, implies that this will be represented by 2.5 centimeter. Because 1 centimeter is 2 meters, the other centimeter is 2 meters, we are left with 1 meter, and that will be represented by 1/2 centimeter. So checking the answer, B is a correct answer, so you shade that answer, that's a correct answer. Question number 49. The scale of a building plan is 1:200. What is the length in centimeter of the plan represent 5 meters of the building? So first of all, you need to understand the ratio that we how we represent the scale. When we say 1:200, in terms of scale, what it means is that 1 centimeter represent 200 centimeter. 100 centimeter is equals to 1 meter, so it means 1 centimeter represent 2 meters. That is how we interpret the scale. So in terms of, since we have 5 meters, you divide by 2, you'll be able to get, implies that this will be represented by 2.5 centimeter. Because 1 centimeter is 2 meters, the other centimeter is 2 meters, we are left with 1 meter, and that will be represented by 1/2 centimeter. So checking the answer, B is a correct answer. So you shade that answer. That's a correct answer.